शाहरुख खान has always been honest and candid in his interviews और इस बार भी उन्होंने candidly बताया कि क्यों उनकी पिछली कुछ फिल्में flop हुई. He believes that it is the bad storytelling that has led to the flops in his career.
Well, Shah Rukh is definitely a humble guy and like we know that he is going through a sabbatical phase जहाँ पर वो शायद सोच रहे हैं कि ऐसा क्या गलत हुआ उनकी movies choose करने में. Well, the सवाल is to you guys as the audience, as the fan of Shah Rukh Khan कि आपको क्या लगता है क्या वजह रही उनकी कुछ फिल्में ना चलने की? Do tell us in the comments down below. Well, Saga, at length he spoke about कि उनको कैसा लगता है making those choices that he has in the past. Let's read out what he had to say. He said, I think we just made bad films. You have to realize you set out to tell a story. Sometimes you tell it well and sometimes you don't. He also goes on to say, in India, everybody knows how to play cricket and how to make movies.
Right, but you must give it to him that it takes a lot to kind of take onus and take responsibility that, you know, I think we've just had bad storytellings and that's why we've flopped. Yeah. He's worked with some of the big directors, Anand L. Rai, he's worked with so many other directors, but फिर भी बहुत बुरी तरीके से fail तो नहीं हुई है, of course, but he did not exceed his expectations. खुद के जो उन्होंने benchmarks बनाए थे, it was way below average. उन्होंने ये भी कहा, I cannot intellectualize a failure or a success. I cannot simplify or oversimplify a failure or success. I really believe there's no one reason for a movie going wrong except for the fact that I truly believe I told a story badly.
Well, all said and done, Saga, we can't sort of deny the fact that after being a superstar too, he has been somebody जिन्होंने consistently experiment किया है from one movie to another, from one character to another. Right. He's somebody who's always been out to sort of redefine himself and bring something new to the big screen. And उसके साथ obviously ये risk रहता है कि वो question mark जरूर रहता है कि चलेगा या नहीं चलेगा. And looks like that even the superstar doesn't know the formula. Yeah. And if there is a formula, he doesn't want to stick to it.
Absolutely. And जब भी film release हुई है, of course, critics ने उनकी effort को तो सराहा है. And he's absolutely right. It was the bad storytelling, or maybe it was just a bad script. Was not developed well. तो रईस में अगर बात करें, कुछ फिल्मों की बात करें और उनके characters की अगर बात करें, रईस में he was playing a gangster. Absolutely loved his character, but somewhere didn't do too well. Zero में उन्होंने एक डॉफ का रोल प्ले किया है. Of course, never seen before, never done before. Dear Zindagi में वो psychiatrist थे, but he was this very old, sassy, sexy man, where...
With a restraint, he sort of just emotes with how he is. That was...
Right, but we're talking about, they're not flops, but they didn't become super duper hits as expected. जब Harry Met Sejal में he was this tour guide and अलग तरीके का अंदाज वहाँ पर भी उनका नजर आया था. फैन में डबल रोल का किरदार उन्होंने ट्राई किया, तो बहुत सारे कैरेक्टराइजेशंस में ट्राई तो जरूर किया है, but it just did not, as a final product, it did not appeal to the audience, and I think that was the reason why he had also taken sabbatical to rethink कि what am I doing wrong? क्योंकि मैं तो 100% दे रहा हूँ. Right. I'm working with the biggest of directors and the biggest of the people on set, but it's just not striking the chord with the audience.
Right, and like we said, that none of these movies have been flops. None of these movies have not done below average business. They just haven't been the super duper success that he expects them to be. Yeah. In fact, आजकल भी he is definitely meeting all the directors like Ashutosh Govarkar or Sanjay Leela Bhansali,
Rajkumar Hirani, Atli director Atli.
Exactly, everybody is in conversations, ऐसी खबरें आती रहती है, speculations चलते रहते हैं. And then in the same interview, he goes on to say that how he also wants to or is considering direction also, but he understands the limitations and the scary field that direction is.
Right, उन्होंने कहा that he actually admires Christopher Nolan and he wants to grow up to become Christopher Nolan. He goes on to say, if I were to be a director, I would like to direct an action film. I want to grow up to be Christopher Nolan, but I don't know if I have the gumption. The big problem with me is I don't know when to say okay. And the director's big job is a roll, camera, action, cut, and okay. I don't know how to say okay. I feel it can be better, or was it good enough? So I'm a little wary of being a director.
Right. I think what actually caught my eye and really made me feel for him was when he explains कि कैसे as an actor and as a director,
Yeah.
you end up being very lonely. So in the same interview, he's gone on to say things like that you're kind of playing God, you're making a film. You're telling actors how to act, choosing the dialogues, making the script, selling it to the audience, going to theaters, editing it in dark rooms. When the film comes out, you're all alone in the success and the failure. I think being a director is an extremely lonely job. Being a star already has made me very reclusive and quieter in my own space. Right now, I feel alone and happy. If I become a director, I may become lonely and sad.
Yeah, so big statement from him, and he always knows how to strike the right chord with his fans in terms of when he gives an interview or when he talks about what he is going to do in life or not going to do in life. And I guess this honesty really works, and fans are still waiting for his next announcement to happen. So hoping that he teams up with the best of the teams and comes up with a super duper hit soon.
Watch Planet Bollywood from Monday to Friday at 9 p.m. only on Zoom.